Welcome once again to Lehto's Law. Here's Steve Lehto.
Did this story a while back about somebody who broke into a semi and stole a whole pile of dimes that were being transported from the mint. And so they were recently minted dimes. And we were joking about this because the obvious question is, if you stole a ton, literally, or more of dimes, what do you do with them? And I jokingly said, well, you could take them to Coinstar. But of course, that might get you onto somebody's radar, because when the dimes are stolen, word will get out. By the way, Coinstar guys, if you see any of your machines jammed with recently minted coins all of the same year, give us a call. We can go back and check the security footage and see who dumped those in. And so that theft took place a little while ago, and they've now made some arrests. And guess what was involved? Coinstar. So theft of 2 million dimes from truckload of coins from U.S. Mint leaves 4 facing federal charges from CBS News. Federal authorities have released more details and unsealed charges in the theft of more than 2 million dimes earlier this year from a tractor-trailer that had picked up the coins from the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia. Truck driver was bound for Miami when he pulled into a parking lot to sleep back in April. During the night, thieves made off with a portion of his cargo. $750,000 in dimes. That's what the cargo was. A shipment weighing about 6 tons, according to authorities. Thousands of coins were scattered all over the parking lot in northeast Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Inquirer reports that prosecutors contend that the theft was part of a spree of robberies from tractor-trailers passing through the region that also netted the thieves frozen crab legs, shrimp, meat, beer, and liquor. They say that the number of stolen dimes added up to $234,000. $234,000. So they got about 1/3 of that cargo. The question is, what do you do with frozen crab legs? Coinstar will not accept them. Detectives said at the time that surveillance video showed 6 men approaching the truck in the middle of the night and breaking into it, then loading the coins into smaller bags and then throwing those into a waiting truck. The indictment, unsealed Friday, alleges that after the theft, thousands of dimes were converted into cash at coin machines in Maryland or through deposits to at least 4 different suburban Philadelphia banks. 4 Philadelphia men who are 25, 31, 30, and 32 years old face conspiracy, robbery, theft of government money, and other charges. And you got to understand, if you steal something from a truck in interstate commerce, you're probably going to run afoul of federal law. If you steal money from the mint, who's minding the mint? If you steal money from the federal government, bad things will happen to you if you get caught, okay? It's more serious than if you simply stole something out of somebody's car by the side of the road, okay? Very, very more severe, okay? Messages seeking comment on the charges were sent Monday to attorneys for some of these defendants, but no responses were forthcoming. And so here's the thing. I remember doing this story, and they're speculating and saying, look, there's $750,000 in dimes in the truck. They think about 1/3 of them got stolen, so about $250,000. Turns out it's $234,000, $500,000. There's dimes scattered all about the ground. And the question is, what do you do with them? And I remember jokingly saying, well, you could take them to Coinstar, but that's going to get you caught. So this is a quote directly from the indictment by the grand jury. Okay, 1 paragraph. On or about May 7th, 2023, at the direction of a defendant, person number 1, a person known to the grand jury exchanged thousands of dollars worth of United States dimes at Coinstar machines located in Cockeysville and Towson, Maryland. Person number 1 then sent person number 2 text messages of the receipts of the dime exchanges, the charging document said. So not only do they take them to a Coinstar, but they're now exchanging messages which are recorded, which can be used as evidence against them. So we're not saying that this is the cleverest criminal enterprise of all time, but this is what they did. And so I have used a Coinstar machine in the past. I've mentioned that before. And I would assume, I mean, I didn't look, but I would assume that when I was using the Coinstar machine, I'm probably being videotaped or recorded in some manner. Nowadays, it might be digital. But the point is that I know that the Coinstar machine is at the front of the store, and there's a lot of security cameras up on the ceilings, almost like it's a casino. And I suspect that one or more of them focus on that machine. And that machine, of course, is a place where money is handled. And I did a story not so long ago about guys who were robbing the Coinstar machines because they would simply dress up like somebody who might work on a Coinstar machine, walk in with a toolbox as if they belong there, walk over to the Coinstar machine, kind of look at it, unplug it, open it up, take the money box out, put it back together, plug it back in, look at it, and walk out with the money box. And they get caught because, of course, it's all being caught on film. And so, by the way, I mean on film, figuratively speaking. I always get people to say, Steve, they don't use film anymore. You can't use that word anymore. If you look it up in the dictionary, it'll say to film, it means to make a movie recording or a motion picture recording or similar. So film has more meaning than just simply the film that's used to shoot old school photographs. But point is that the stuff is all being recorded. So when you walk into a Coinstar machine facility in Cockeysville or Towson, Maryland, and dump in all these dimes that were minted in the same year, someone's going to spot that pretty quickly. And then they're going to go pull the tape and go, oh, here's the tape. And then they're going to go turn that tape over to the feds. And the feds are going to jump on this like a loose ball in the end zone, as I like to say. And it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. So as of right now, 4 guys have been arrested from Philadelphia. Of course, they're innocent until proven guilty. However, it does answer that question we all had. And the question we had was, is there a better way to dispose of $250,000 almost in dimes other than simply trying to launder them through Coinstar machines? And it does say that they did do something with respect to a bank. And so it might be somebody went into a bank and said, oh, I've got a bunch of dimes I need to cash in. If I open an account, will you count them for me? And I've heard of banks that do that too. But of course, the bank's going to be suspicious when you go, yeah, I've got $100,000 in dimes that were just minted, but they're loose. And a person at a bank would know how coins are delivered from the mint, and they'd wonder, how'd you get all of those loose coins? Because they don't deliver them in rolls, they usually deliver them in bags. But do you have those bags or not? And it sounds like they were transferring them or something. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But that answers the question. And yes, Coinstar was such an obvious solution, despite not being the best solution, that it appears they did that, and it appears that may have played into them getting caught. So there you go. Theft of 2 million dimes from truckload of coins from U.S. Mint leaves 4 facing federal charges. That's from CBS News. Question is, of course, what did they do with those crab legs? The shrimp, the meat, the beer, and the liquor. They may have had a gigantic meal. Questions or comments, put them below those. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching Lehto's Law. Never ask a woman who's eating ice cream straight from the carton, how's she doing?